What is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and happy April Fool's Day to all of you. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the preview here now that we see actually both the showcase events here for Loose Threads featuring Spider Society and as well as the Age of X actually being available now in-game. Now, you can't take a look at the rewards just yet in-game, but we're going to be pivoting to the website because all this is going to be available. And as well, guys, in case you haven't seen it as well, there's a really cool update in today's, to celebrate really the April Fool's celebration, right? So you hit settings here, and you actually go to advanced. And I think the art department did an exceptional job with this. They've added this suspicious toggle at the very bottom here. And it's pretty cool. If you go through all the different skins now, you're going to see actually all the Marvel Strike Force tunes in Chibi form. So what they've essentially done is enlarged all the heads of these characters to kind of celebrate April Fool's Day. Hopefully they keep this because it's pretty funny, and if you're doing the gameplay and so forth, it is pretty awesome to just see this variety. And the fact that they went through, again, big shout out to the Marvel Strike Force team and the art department because they've had to gone through and update every single character in the game. And what was really funny is the one little Easter egg, if you will, is the fact that Leader actually has a small head, a normal size head, compared to all the other characters that do have actually the big head Chibi form. So pretty funny. This applies in game as well to the gameplay. So if you're going through it and actually battling, yeah, it's actually applies in combat as well. So I definitely think that's been a really nice little update here just to celebrate. Hopefully they keep this going forward. It's not a one-time thing because funny if you just want to switch things up and want to see some different dynamic in gameplay here. Having said that, guys, I do have a bit of some bad news here in regards to the events respectively. So again, as I mentioned earlier, we have the Spider Society showcase event that is going to be coming live in a couple of days here. This is going to be taking over the Dawn of Time respectively for Out of Time team, and obviously Cabal, which is wrapping up here as well. We also have this Enter Age of X event, but to be honest, guys, there actually isn't really anything too crazy or exciting to scream home about, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So here on screen, you can actually access this under marvelstrikeforce.com/English/missions, where you can actually see the full list of the different events that are effectively live in game. And what I like about this is that even though events aren't live yet in game, you can actually click on the maps and preview, you know, what types of characters you're going to be up against, what the requirements is going to be like, and as well, what ultimately what we care about as players, the rewards that are going to be coming, right? So this new event that's featuring the Spider Society team is called Loose Threads. And typically, I like to take a look at what's happening in terms of the story and the challenge mode. So that's typically what's free-to-play accessible when you're taking a look at the rewards that are going to be coming to us. So let's take a look at the challenge here for Loose Threads. And then it's going to list every mission here, not only just about the player level, but as well, you know, what you're going to be needing in terms of a requirement. So it is nice that you can actually use a mixture of Spider Society or Web Slinger characters. So it's going to give us a broader scope here in terms of characters that we can utilize, not just Spider Society, right? So we can start with the first one, but again, it's nothing too crazy, right? When you scroll through and take a look here, then you can actually take a look now at, you know, how much power these enemies are up against, and ultimately what we care about, which is the first time rewards and the completion rewards and randomized rewards. So, and then what's cool about this is you can actually just hit the right arrow to go to the next mission and scroll through and actually take a look at what's going to be available here. So there is quite a bit, guys. I went all the way to the very end, actually. Here, let's see if we can do this live on screen right now. But yeah, to be honest, guys, there's actually not too much crazy rewards here. It's only just teal gear and so forth. It would have been really nice, ultimately, to see, you know, if there was going to be crimson gear added. But we didn't actually see that in this case, guys. So even as you can see here with chapter number 16, we're just getting more teal gear and so forth. So nothing too crazy, to be honest. Even in the additional difficulties, it's more so just that's kind of what we're getting here, right? And the same thing can actually be said as well for the X-Men event itself. So here you see we got the Age of X, Enter the Age of X initial event. So we'll start with the graduation day. Again, it's going to be, you know, a mysterious voice reaching out to Phoenix, and then as well as Cyclops wondering what's going on here. And you can see, yeah, the rewards aren't crazy, guys. It's the good news is that there's no requirement whatsoever, as you can see, but it's pretty elementary. There's no level requirement, but if you go all the way to the very end of this mission, I think there's, I believe there's 8 of them in total here. We just go to the very end, and then it's called the Ultimate Invasion. Maybe in the future Age of X follow-ups, but you can see the first time reward just gives you some shards here for Thor Infinity War, some small fragments here and there of training mats and so forth. So again, this is not crazy by any means because these characters are so easy to defeat, but it's just you know, just to kick things off in terms of the Age of X, it's a pretty underwhelming event. And on top of that, that Spider Society Showcase event also appears to be pretty underwhelming and for the time being. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But overall, I'm not liking how this is kind of following up in terms of the anniversary, because we saw most of us not even already able to participate in the rest of this Cabal Showcase, because many of us did not get a chance to unlock Iron Patriot. And now we have both these events coming live where the rewards are pretty underwhelming, or honestly, they just need to do better in my honest opinion. But end of the day, free is free. You know, this is materials and resources that we can capitalize on and build on, but it's just too bad that there's not really anything meaningful that's provided to the player base as of this time. We still haven't heard what's going on with Iron Patriot shards. Most of us are 1 to 2 or 3 shards away from unlocking him. That hasn't been addressed. Apparently, there's going to be more shards coming of him, or maybe they're just going to lazily slap him into some battle pass, strike pass, just to call it a day, right? So, yeah, hopefully there's some communication on that soon, but it is what it is at this point, guys. Underwhelming events, but we know at least tomorrow kicks off you know, the leaders event where we can take advantage of 10 shards ongoing. So again, I'm gonna link that below for you guys if you are curious. Make sure you're saving your resources, because we do have a zombie juggernauts event coming as well, and we need to be saving your resources if you want to be pushing higher in that as well, guys. I'll keep you posted as always. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.